The importance of embracing artificial intelligence for entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur who's watching this, should you be looking to embrace AI? We're in the AI era nowadays with Claude and Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini. Like, should people be looking at AI to kind of embrace within the business, or is it just a shiny object syndrome?
They should embrace it.
Should embrace it. And then why? Or what should they be embracing? What should they be doing? Should they be using design tools for websites? Like, what should they be doing?
Just embrace it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hog. He doesn't want to hog the microphone.
He won't fucking shut up, by the way.
So why?
Mate, take a fucking 5 minutes to ask the question. I just wanted to see yeah.
So with regards to the embracing of the AI, then what should they be doing?
Everything and anything. Learn what the AI capabilities are first and foremost. You know, obviously a lot of people are going to listen to this primarily going to come from a digital marketing background, so they're all going, can I get AI to build my links? Can I get AI to build internal links? Can I get AI to write my content? Can I get... As a business owner or an entrepreneur, there's so many other things that AI can do for you. You know, your whole fucking business sequence, or, you know, even replying, you know, chatbots and everything else, or, you know, using AI to text all your potential customers to book in for this or whatever, you know, if you're a nail salon or whatever, you've got to understand what can actually be done with AI before you can start implementing it. And they're just literally, AI can do almost anything. And we've spoke about it before. You're using it to make websites. You're using it to do schema. You're using it to do SEO things. There's probably a lot of things you're not even fully sure what it can do. And I think for entrepreneurs and business owners, you better start testing or speaking to people and going, what are you fucking doing? And that's what I love hearing now as well. What are you? And we had the conversation this morning. How are you building your fucking websites? How long does that take? You know, and you said, like, I can put up a website within 6 minutes, you know, for your podcast, and it's got schema and it's wrote 50 articles for you and all that. And I love that. But what else? What else is out there? And it's untested waters, isn't it?
I think for me, I'm using maybe 0.0001% of what it can do. Not even that. Like, it's scary with what can be done. I think, like, the attitude for us internally is if you don't strive to put yourself out of business, somebody else will.
Yeah.
So, like, looking at everything of what you have at present and then going, what can we do with AI to make this even better? Or if we don't implement this, somebody else will. So trying to create a new competitor against yourself to try to then take the business onto another level and level up and stuff like that. But with regards to, like, obviously there's different LLMs, like last month, Claude Bot, which is now OpenClaw, was all the rage and stuff like that. And how do you kind of give advice to entrepreneurs or business owners to not get shiny object syndrome for every single little update? Because I've suffered from it big time. So and I think that's just a mental illness. We've spoke about this on another episode where I do get FOMO and I do get shiny object syndrome. So I'm like, oh my God, ChatGPT is better than Claude. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. Oh my God, Claude's now better than ChatGPT. I'm like jumping between them. I'm like, this is not good for systems and processes. No. How are you internally kind of looking at it and go, and what, if you are going to choose one, have you got like a preferred one that you're going to go all in and go, I'm going to do the SOPs for this?
Not yet. Nah, I don't have a preferred one. You know, I've flipped between them all, to be fair, for different reasons and for different stuff. And like you say, you know, everyone's all over Claude Design now. They're all over Claude is the hot one at the moment. But, you know, what ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever might do is bring out other stuff. When you're going, fuck, I'm away over there again, and your whole SOPs is fucked. So I'm kind of standoffish with how aggressive you go in to implement that in your whole business right now, because we don't know what's around the corner. And you know, I know with OpenClaw and stuff, you know, Kaja went out and, you know, you've seen all the videos going, oh, you can do this and you can do that and all that stuff. And Kaja's away down to the Trafford Centre buying his Sailor Mac Mini and fucking took him 2 days to get the thing working. And then, 2 weeks later, you find out it's changed its name and it's fucking, open source and, it's vulnerable and everything else. So, you can obviously go down these rabbit holes and spend a lot of money and a lot of time. And then you find out 2 weeks later, it's not fit for purpose. So, I'm kind of standoffish with, when it comes to websites, I'm confident that Claude is good and I'm going to design websites with Claude. And if ChatGPT does it, it's still HTML and that's it. So I'm not too concerned with stuff like that. So I'll go all out on things like that. But it's still too new to say Claude's the best and it always will be the best because they're all going to be competing with each other. So I'm trying not to, although I want to go balls deep and do it all, I think you're, especially with things like OpenClaw and stuff, I just think it's too early.
So with regards to the importance of AI, right, let's move it away from digital marketing, right? So move it away from building websites and stuff like that. What about stuff like you've now got a phenomenal new brand where you're helping businesses grow and take it to the next level? Yes, you are building the websites and stuff like that, but there's also like voice AI and there's other things of what you're doing, like lead nurturing and other things like that. What other items are you using artificial intelligence for that is working well? Like, are you using these certain ones that can like respond automatically with emails and stuff like that? Are you sorting all that out? Yeah. Overflow call centers people used to use and now they're using AI agents. So can you expand a little bit of away from building the websites, what other business owners might be watching this saying, how can I integrate AI? You're saying it's important. How can I integrate artificial intelligence into what I do?
Right, so we're meeting Gary Wilson after this, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I've got here is a document for Gary Wilson that I'm going to say, here is how much time and money we can save you by implementing this. This is just a quick overview of his business. Yeah. But you'll be able to see on here, we can do marketing. We can respond on his behalf using AI to get quicker responses, and because the leads don't last long in that, when people are wanting to sell their house quickly or whatever, they're probably emailing 5 guys. It's the first one on the phone and he's obviously got a call center, blah, 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 blah. So we can do things to make that faster and get the conversions higher and all that kind of stuff. And I've got the whole document there. Like, obviously you can see, I don't want you to zoom in on it, but obviously speed to the leads is important. Speed to the client's important. Communications through email, WhatsApp, SMS, calls, all of that kind of stuff can all be implemented. Social media automated responses, when people do that, and how they get dealt with. It's open 24/7. So Gary may only have his call center open from 9 till 6 or whatever that may be. We can get this 24/7. We can capture a whole bunch of data, reusing that data, look at lost revenue. There's just so many different angles we can go in at from all of the things that he does. And it's nothing to do with websites. It's all response time and getting to that lead is quick. And, you'll know this better than anyone. You've got a call center or had call centers and stuff for your lead gen stuff. How quickly you can get onto that is the reason you've got a call center. Now, do you need to have a call center with 100 staff anymore? No. And the AI can talk, it can collect the data for you, and then you could get your top salespeople on it. So do you need, because, when I look at Gary's office, right, nothing against Gary's staff or whatever, it's always the same top 5 guys that are winning all the bonuses and selling all the properties. That, there's X amount of people there that just churn and burn staff. Now, I would want those 5 guys to be on the hot leads, but we can use AI to do all the other kind of nurturing and everything else. And again, that's something I'm going to suggest to him. Like, can we have a conversation about this? Because we've got all of these systems and we're doing it for this brand, that brand, that brand. And, they're all, what we're doing is saying we can actually reduce your costs and increase your conversions and everything else. It's a fucking no-brainer. Yeah. And that's just from Gary's or a call center perspective. It's just the time getting to that lead. And human beings make errors, they're speak inappropriately, and all that kind of stuff. Whereas the AI, you can say, because I know Gary's got scripts and all that people read from. The AI can follow that script 10 times better and work 24/7. And let's say you're in a position like you're doing what Gary does, there might be people want to do these inquiries at 11 o'clock at night and your call centre's not opened. But you can get them a quick response and collect their data and ready for when this thing can book appointments for your salespeople. So rather than the actual salesperson wasting time phoning up saying, when's it good to speak, 9:15 tomorrow, whatever, the AI can do all of that shit for you as well. So you're saving the overheads on a lot of your staff as well. So for me, that's kind of things we want to promote.
Yeah, for sure. And when I was watching this, we're talking about the importance of artificial intelligence for entrepreneurs. Is there anything that we've missed? Is there anything that you think isn't important with regards to what they shouldn't embrace it for? Be interesting to hear your comments in the comment section.